In the shadowy corners of the internet, a new kind of war is being waged. It's a silent digital conflict fought not with soldiers and tanks, but with lines of code and stolen private keys. The battleground is the global financial system, and the prize is billions of dollars in cryptocurrency. At the heart of this conflict is an unlikely global power, North Korea. Isolated, sanctioned, and shrouded in secrecy, the Hermit Kingdom has unleashed a formidable weapon upon the world, a cyber army known as the Lazarus Group. This isn't a story about a few rogue hackers in a basement. This is the tale of a state-sponsored campaign of digital plunder. A modern-day heist of unprecedented scale designed to fund a pariah state in its nuclear ambitions. This is the Lazarus Connection. The world knows them by many names: Hidden Cobra, APT-38, the Guardians of Peace, but their most infamous moniker is the Lazarus Group. They are the elite cyber warfare unit of the Reconnaissance General Bureau, North Korea's premier intelligence agency. Operating from clandestine bases in cities like Pyongyang, as well as from outposts in China and Southeast Asia, these aren't your typical cybercriminals. They're highly trained, disciplined, and motivated by a singular goal: to generate hard currency for Kim Jong-un's regime. While their early exploits included disruptive attacks like the 2014 Sony Pictures hack, their focus has shifted dramatically. With the global economy under lockdown from international sanctions, Pyongyang turned its sights on a new, lucrative, and largely unregulated frontier, the world of cryptocurrency. Their methods are a sophisticated blend of social engineering and technical wizardry. They begin with meticulous reconnaissance, identifying key personnel within crypto companies' developers, executives, system engineers. Posing as headhunters on platforms like LinkedIn, they craft fake job offers, often for high-paying roles at prestigious tech firms. The bait is irresistible. An unsuspecting developer at a major blockchain project might receive a message about a lucrative opportunity at a company like Crypto.com. After several rounds of seemingly legitimate interviews, a recruiter sends a PDF file containing the job offer. But embedded within that document is a malicious payload. The moment the file is opened, malware silently installs itself, giving the Lazarus Group a backdoor into the company's entire network. From there, they move patiently, mapping the internal systems, escalating their privileges, and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They aren't just hacking a system. They're infiltrating a fortress from the inside out. The crash came on March 23, 2022. It wasn't a market dip. It was a digital bank robbery of staggering proportions. The target was the Ronin network, cytokine built to support one of the world's most popular crypto games, Axie Infinity. The game, a play-to-earn sensation, had its own bustling economy, and the Ronin bridge acted as its central bank, allowing players to move their digital assets between the game and the main Ethereum blockchain. Using the foothold they had gained months earlier through a spear-phishing attack on a single Sky Mavis employee, the company behind Lazarus hackers methodically worked their way through the system. They discovered that the network was secured by 9 validator nodes. To approve a transaction, a signature was required from 5 of these 9 nodes. Through their initial breach, they gained control of 4. The 5th signature proved elusive until they found a backdoor left open from a previous collaboration, giving them access to the final key they needed. With control of the majority of validators, the floodgates were open. In 2 swift, devastating transactions, the hackers drained the Ronin bridge of 173,600 Ethereum and 25.5 million USDC stablecoins. At the time, the total value was over $625 million. For nearly a week, no one even noticed. The sheer volume of transactions on the bridge masked the theft. The crime was only discovered when a user tried to withdraw their funds and found the bridge empty. Panic erupted. The value of the game's tokens plummeted, and the life savings of thousands of players, many in developing countries who relied on the game for their primary income, vanished into the digital ether. It was the largest decentralized finance, or DeFi, hack in history, and it sent a shockwave through the entire crypto industry. The illusion of decentralized security had been shattered by a state-sponsored ghost army. What happens after the greatest digital heist in history? The money doesn't just sit in a wallet. It needs to be cleaned, scrubbed of its illicit origins, and converted into untraceable, spendable currency. This is where Lazarus's true mastery is revealed. Their laundering process is a complex, multi-stage operation that has left law enforcement and blockchain analysts in a perpetual game of cat and mouse. The first stop for the stolen $600 million was Tornado Cash. This Mixer service is a decentralized protocol designed to break the on-chain link between a source and a destination address. Hackers deposit their tainted crypto, and the protocol mixes it with a pool of other funds, effectively scrambling its history. They sent thousands of ETH at a time, in 100 ETH batches, systematically funneling the entire haul through the digital laundry. Once the funds were mixed, the real shell game began. The newly anonymized cryptocurrency was then sent to hundreds of different wallets on decentralized exchanges, or DEXs. Here, the hackers swapped the stolen Ethereum for other assets, primarily Bitcoin, further obscuring the money trail. But the final, most audacious step involved a surprising tool. NFTs. The Lazarus Group began using their cleaned crypto to purchase non-fungible tokens on marketplaces like OpenSea, only to immediately sell them, sometimes at a loss. This seemingly irrational behavior served a critical purpose. It added another layer of obfuscation, making the funds appear as legitimate proceeds from the booming digital art market. The money had been stolen, mixed, swapped, and now laundered through culture itself. The scale and sophistication of the Lazarus Group's operations have triggered an unprecedented global response. Spearheaded by the United States, the FBI, working alongside the Treasury Department and private blockchain intelligence firms like Chainalysis and Elliptic, has declared war on North Korea's cyber financing. Their primary weapon is the blockchain itself, because every transaction, even those passing through mixers, leaves a permanent public record. Investigators can meticulously trace the flow of stolen funds. When the FBI successfully attributed the Ronin hack to Lazarus, the U.S. Treasury took the extraordinary step of sanctioning the Tornado Cash protocol itself, making it illegal for any American citizen or entity to interact with it. This move ignited a fierce legal and philosophical battle at the heart of the crypto world. Proponents of decentralization argued that sanctioning a piece of open-source code was a dangerous overreach, a violation of free speech and financial privacy. They claimed that a tool is not responsible for its misuse. But for law enforcement, the argument was simple. Tornado Cash had become an essential tool for money laundering by a hostile foreign power, facilitating the funding of a nuclear weapons program. The battle lines were drawn. Blockchain analysts now work around the clock, tracking wallets associated with Lazarus, flagging them to exchanges, and attempting to freeze assets before they can be cashed out. It's a high-stakes digital chase. For every wallet they freeze, the hackers create 100 more. It's a testament to the challenge of policing a borderless, decentralized financial system, especially when your adversary is a sovereign state with nothing to lose. The crypto wars have only just begun, and the Lazarus Group remains the world's most dangerous digital ghost.